Good morning, everybody. This is Todd with the Forex Nitty Gritty Insiders daily video. Hope you're having a great day today and trading is going well for you. As you know, we focus here on the simple trading method to get us into trades based off of some simple concepts, including the trend, support and resistance, and entering in as the price moves back in the direction of the overall trend. The key is that it should be simple. It should be something that we can look at and get a quick idea of whether or not we should be entering into that trade. Now, for those that are brand new, we have to be careful because sometimes we end up getting in with a real short-term time frame. And when that happens, a lot of times we end up not making good decisions because we're so worried about losing money that we end up making poor choices. So looking at something like the 4-hour charts is a fantastic way to be able to take the simple trading method and apply it in a systematic way to where we are entering and exiting without feeling like we're rushed in making those decisions. So this is the Euro-Dollar 4-hour time frame. Currently, and I'm going to add on to here a moving average, just the 40-period simple moving average. You can see it's moving up, and so we're going to be a little more bullish here. What we're going to be looking for in order to take a trade here is for this to pull back, and you can see that we're sitting in an area where the market right now on the Euro-Dollar is settling down. We've got it moving down. The highest high of the last three is right here. So we've got a ways to go until it gets up to that. But as we move forward, we'll continue to make adjustments and hopefully be able to get in at a good point where it's going to allow us to enter into the trade. Now we know that every 4 hours we get a new candle on this chart, and so we don't have to look at it minute by minute. We can look at it every 4 hours. Our targets and our stops are wide enough that we're not going to get stopped in and out of them extremely quickly. And so as the price moves up, pulling back towards some type of a support, we're going to look to get in as it begins to move up. And it's going to give you, hopefully, some time to make proper decisions in your trades. And that's really what we want to focus in on, making proper decisions, following the rules necessary in order to enter into those. Let's take a look at a couple of the other pairs here. Aussie dollar. And what happens in the market, and if you've traded for any time, you'll know that this is a pattern that we see. You know, it goes up and then it'll settle down. Moves sideways, and that sideways movement can be actually sideways, could be a little bit of a pullback, could be even up slightly, where the movement is just quietly moving to the right. And that's what we're seeing kind of here, is that we had this strong move up, and now it's just sitting, moving sideways. So we want to wait for that to pull back a little bit for us to be able to get into the trade at a better point. The pound dollar, a little more of a pullback, although you can see the big candles here. This means that it's a little bit more volatile than what we might want to see. You can see on the US Japanese yen that we're kind of at a high point here. You can see before we had that pullback, and that's what we want to see. That would have been a good entry there. So we want to wait for it to pull back here and look again for another good entry. And last but not least, we'll look at the US CAD. And you can see that we're really choppy here. So remember, simple trading method should be simple. If you're having difficulty getting in and getting out quickly because you're using smaller time frames, consider the 4-hour time frame as one that might be worth looking at for some trading opportunities. And then make sure you've got your rules down for entering into that. Make sure the pattern's are being followed. So take some time to do that. If you have questions about it, let me know. If not, we'll be back tomorrow to take a look at how the week ends up and just do a quick review of the markets in general. But until then, have a great rest of the day trading, and we'll talk to you soon.